Dámy a pánové, vítám vás v pokračování naší série na hru Council. Já v současné chvíli nemám žádný objektiv, to vypadá, ale tady něco je. To už jsem čet. Všechny obrázky jsem si prohlíd, já hádám, že tady není nic nového, že by mi tady nějaký z hostů jako zanechal nějaký psaníčko, jako doufám, že je ti dobře, až jako vstaneš, stav se za mnou v pokoji. Hillsborough. No. Charlie. George. Co mu řekl Charlie do píče? Jmenuje se tady někdo, kdo je Charles vůbec? Asi ne. Co pro mě máš? Jak říkáš? Takže mě nestresuj, OK?
You have given us a fine lesson in courage, Louis. Can't say it's done you much good. But still, not everyone would have done it.
What's happened to Peru?
He has withdrawn into silence. Lord Mortimer gave him something to calm him down, and let's just say it was a healthy dose. He's locked in his room in a nearly catatonic state. We can't exactly say it's good for our business, Louis.
What do you mean?
We just lost a vote for Mortimer's cause at the conference.
I must admit that's not the first thing that came into my mind.
Don't get me
Člověk se
wrong.
přede mnou chtěl jako zabít.
It's not that I am indifferent to Peru's personal tragedy, but I simply can't forget the interests of my nation.
All is not lost. I have faith that Mortimer will find a solution. And I'm certain it won't be long before he lets us know what it is.
What would you say to a cup of herbal tea? It'll do you a world of good.
To zní jako skvělej nápad, Georgie.
Next time,
Překrásný.
not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
Co se stalo první den? To začaly ty vize, no jasný, ale...
Open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Co zas chceš?
Louis. There you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge your sister. I must act quickly.
Ale já jsem jí nic neřekl.
Mr. President. Thank you.
Že ne? Kurva, charakter. No nic jsem jí neřekl. Jestli mám správnej save, ty vole. Proč nejdeš balkónem, ty vole? I protože k ní se nedostanu. Přes svůj balkon, naštěstí vím přesně, kde je její pokoj. Rozraz ty dveře, Louis.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying. Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily.
Já budu muset jít přes jiný balkon totiž. Ne přes svůj, no jasně. Pick the lock. A tím ztratím drahocenný čas. Tak, kdo je tady? Bonaparte. Určitě mu nebude vadit, že? Určitě mu to nebude vadit. Nemám čas.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the shit. It's locked.
Prdele. Jestli je to zamčený, tak tohle nepomůže, ale...
No way. It's too sturdy.
No jasný. Kurva. Jak se tam mám dostat?
Damn it. It's closed. Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side. That means I won't be able to pick it. Or I could do as I did the last time in the tower room.
Přesně tak, udělej to přesně tak. Look at the gap between the...
wonder if I can get the key by pushing something underneath and making it fall. It's not a very complex lock. I'm sure I can force it if I can just find something to smash it with.
Furt mám ten magnet, že jo? Mám ho, no, tak...
Slowly, Louis. Nice and slow.
Díky bohu. Chvíli jsem mu jako nevěřil.
I must act fast.
Není čas ztrácet čas. Finés, to jsem já. Tudy ne? Emily? Co přede mnou schováváš? Moji mámu.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this.
What are you on about now?
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yeah.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch. How
Prissy.
dare you? Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking. I
Identify
hope.
Emily.
I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot. After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
What's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way.
Yeah.
I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Já to nevím.
That's
Jak to mám
right,
vidět?
Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
No.
On the night of our arrival...
Komu nevěřím? Kdo si myslím, že je? Já nevím. Já si je jako snažím prohlížet, jestli tam nenajdu ten amulet, víš co, to jsme našli, protože jestli jsou identický, tak ta jedna by ho měla mít a ta druhá ne. Protože ta druhá ho právě ztratila, že jo? Že já nikde nic nevidím. To je v píči. Tady je reálně, píčo... Who was with us? What is my job? What did you give me? What happened to me? Jenomže oni si sdílejí všechny ty informace, vole, co ví jedna, ví ta druhá, takže tohle je úplně k hovnu, kurva.
On the wharf, something happened to me. What happened exactly?
You felt unwell. You had a nosebleed, and I offered you my handkerchief. I told her all that already. It was me who told you.
Píčo, skurvený dvojčata.
Let's find something else.
Takhle jsem si naše shledání
Let's
nepředstavoval.
speak about my arrival at the manor.
Ne. Nevím, nedávejte mi ten tlak, já to nemůžu vydržet. How did Mortimer welcome us? What did we speak about who stayed with who?
Once at the manor, we split up into 2 groups. What group did I choose?
You stayed with me, along with President Washington. And we informed him that we were members of the Order. Of course you know all this. I'm the one who told you about it.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
Já nevěřím tý za mnou prostě, no. Jako... What did I take from you? Ask her if I watched her sleep. To je možnost, co je možná udělat.
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Ne, mě by spíš zajímaly ty hádanky, co jsem našel v té věži, jo. Ty biblický verzi skurvený. A vigilance. Make
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What relics did we find?
Property deeds in Mortimer's name dating from very long ago.
Is that all?
You mean all those mythological charms? So there was the so-called Pandora's box that wasn't a box actually. The famous golden fleece that reeked of dead goat. A broken sword that could have belonged to anyone. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
You look captivated. Of course, he bought it. That's enough!
Tip.
I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail.
Okay.
Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
Do prdele. To je moc velký tlak na mě už, já si omdlem za chvíli.
Last night, you came to me in my room. What exactly did we talk about?
We spoke briefly about your choices during the conference, Louis.
Did we?
What do you mean? Yes, Emma. It just so happens I didn't tell you everything. I never told you about this part. I hate you!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Víš? Tak mi to řekni, když to víš, já to totiž nevím. Jako podle téhle konverzace. Hele, ona se hejbe. Podle téhle konverzace to jako vyplývá, že ta přede mnou je Emma. Takže Emily je za mnou. Podle té konverzace, co jsme teď vedli.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis!
Nestřílej!
No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What
Mama.
on earth is going...
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
Ježišmarja. Meet mother in garden crypt, OK, ale... Do prdele. Co je zase tohle? To je Volmer. OK. A nic s ním nezmůžu. Ani žádný chytrý komentář. Nic. Můžu jenom předpokládat, že ho vypla Sára.
Good God. They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Měl by se přidat.
Lord Mortimer? Can anyone hear anything through the door?
O můj bože, co se stalo?
I was not dreaming, was I? Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Bá.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
No, dobře. Co jiného jsem čekal. Jak se dostanu do zahrady? Přes galerii? No ale jako, kde byl Bonaparte? Přemýšlím, jestli tam chyběl ještě někdo jiný. Počkej, já mám seznam, vole. Ta je v píči, no jasný. Mortimer, kde byl on? Ten tam byl. Ten byl noknutý. Ten je někde, kdo ví kde, ten spinká. Ten tam byl. Ten tam byl. Ten tam nebyl. A ten tam nebyl. Kde byl Bonaparte a Washington, huh? Hillsborough, Emily, Psychology, Magic, Emma. Počkej, nepíše se tam asi nic, jestli jsem si vybral správně, co? It is thus tired of her role that Emma travels from England as a regular visitor.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Ještě, že jsem si vybral tuhle cestu. Ty píčo, tak... To bylo intenzivní a já jako nemám tušení, jestli jsem si vybral dobře, nevím, jestli tady jako existuje možnost vybrat si správně. Jako poznat, kdo je pravá Emily, kdo je pravá Emma. Já si můžu jenom myslet, že jsem si vybral dobře. Nebo já jsem nechtěl zastřelit ani jednu, že jo? To... Prostě čím víc hraběnek, tím líp? Jo, ale ty píčo. Mámo?
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Mám spoustu
Come,
otázek.
we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No!
Ne.
That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all
Zkus
the
mě.
way here for you. Now I found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only...
Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true.
Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon.
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying.
Ne, ať pokračuje.
Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic
Okay.
spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Boogeyman and Father Christmas. Jsem neviděl.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
No,
Many
vole.
years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again.
Hlavně protože
When we
Mortimer se
recovered
zdá
the
nesmrtelný.
Alizé, I was persuaded that Von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Don't listen to her metal. Proč tady není možnost? Ne, nevšiml jsem si toho, protože já fakt nevím, o čem mluví. Aha. Jo, aha. Fact that no one knows him. So I think secret study. No, jako hlavně tohle, že kurva nesmrtelný, vole.
Those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you
Congratulations.
didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? Yes, I did. Why?
Too bad. We'll deal with it later.
Jsem neměl. Ale nic v ní nebylo. Hele, a šlo to otevřít jako jednoduše. Doslova jsem udělal jenom pup a byla otevřená, takže jako dá se předpokládat, že už se jako někdy otevřela, i když třeba jenom omylem, jo? Že jako někdo udělal pup, spadla, tak se otevřela, no, takže...
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come.
Co, kurva?
But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
The writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Mladej. No hele, jestli Mortimera někdy v 12. století posednul démon, tak si nemyslím, že byl mladý. Pokud můj mámu taky neposednul nějaký démon a všichni jsou tady vlastně démoni. Ale...
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
já jsem musel odejít, takže jsem vůbec neslyšel, o čem se tady bavili.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life
To řekni Cupheadovi a Magmanovi.
3 years later in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741 in Poland, 1749 in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Ale já na tom
You
trvám.
agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
What happened with Elizabeth? What happened with Emma? Why the cannons for Bonaparte go on its alright others? Did you negotiate? I found your just letter in your hand. Jedna věta. Nebo, no, tak co mě zajímá víc, Elizabeth nebo Emma? A tohle jako, tak, mě to zajímá všechno, kurva, dobře, zrovna tohle asi moc ne, tohle taky moc ne.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
Detaily! To, co mi řekla, neznělo jako detaily.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her.
It's not
something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Ona se zabila kvůli tobě. Já si myslím, že to byla sebevražda furt, jo, ale...
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
No.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it. I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
Co to
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow?
No.
Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Jako všechno to zní dost sasy, jo? Všechno to zní, že se prostě jako, že hledá výmluvy.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel, but frankly it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
A koho zhledala?
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
Sorry.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists.
Mhm.
Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries.
To bych ti
We can
věřil.
sort that out later.
Dobře, jo, tak.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
Já to nechci asi. Já vím, že jsem zrovna říkal, že to nechci vidět, ale to bylo jen tak jako, víš co, ze slušnosti, já to chci vidět, já jsem totiž čekal, že mi to ukáže, já tak jako chápem se.
I think that's about
Tak
right.
jdem.
We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves.
No ale
And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
jako třeba? Utít z ostrova? Stop.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
Takový divný stín. O ne, další puzzle box.
There. That's why we are here.
Oh. Bethlehem. Bethesda? Nazaret? Poser mě, ne. I managed to go through Bonaparte's room without leaving a trace. Okay, I protected one of the Hillsborough twins. Nevím, jestli jako Emily. I went to the crowd outside Lady Hillsborough room. I could have been a witness of Napoleon Bonaparte's resolution. I could have spoken with Piaggi about his motivation. I could have learned something from Al-Azif. I could have gone through Jacques Sparrow's room. To by bylo zajímavější, to je pravda. No tak tady to vypadá, že jsem toho mysnul dost, ty vole. Trejca, no. Ale body mám.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course.
Super.
And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect.
Počkej. Já se chci jenom o něčem přesvědčit. The Trial of Faith, no jasně, no jasně. Teď jsem tam měl souhrn poslední epizody, co mi je, kurva. Jakoby ale jedna už mrtvá je, nejspíš teda, asi si myslím. To vypadá. Zastřelil jsem jí. Tenhle, ten je na tom, kdo ví jak, tahle je na pokraji umření, takže... Tyhle, ono to možná nakonec přeci jenom bude, takže... Tohle je kill list. Nebo death list. No, každopádně, já jsem emočně vyčerpán. Toho začátku tady do prdele. Já nemám vůbec tušení, jestli jsem jako si vybral správně. No ale příště nás čeká další křesťanský puzzle. Proč? Budeme tady asi zjišťovat, vole, kde se narodil Ježíšek, čo, nebo já nevím. Každopádně se na to podíváme někdy příště. No? A do té doby zatím čus.